But I mean, we gotta talk about another.
The big one.
The big one.
The big one. Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4.
We both saw it, so... Can I just tell you something?
What?
This is why I don't watch kids' movies in the theater. This was probably... And I'm not mad about it, because it is a kids' movie, and I was expecting kids to be there.
Yep.
And kids make noise, so I'm not mad about it. But it did reaffirm my stance on this is why I don't watch kids' movies in the theater. It was probably one of the worst movie theater experiences I have ever had.
Oh, no, I need to know details.
Well, it was just straight up... Alright, well, first of all, I went there alone. Do you know how weird that is?
No.
When you're watching Toy Story 4 alone,
No.
surrounded by a bunch of kids?
No.
I had parents asking me to take my hands out of my pockets. How else am I supposed to jack off, T-Kettle?
Whoa.
Like, I don't...
What? Did people actually...
No,
I was like, whoa.
That was all a setup for a joke.
Okay, whoa.
No, I didn't see it alone. I saw it with my mom.
Okay.
No, yeah, me and my mom saw it, and we actually chose a late showing because we figured we'll go a little later. That way the kids won't be there. There won't be as many kids. We were wrong. That theater was 90% kids. Like 2 kids, maybe 10 years old and 5 years old, were right next to us. Mm-hmm. So, all the kids were making noise. It was just the Wild West in the theater, dude. Parents were on their phones full brightness, I swear. One dude got up once and he had that flashing light, you know, when you get a call. Jesus. And he didn't, turn it off. He was walking down the steps with his kid with the light flashing. And I'm like, can you at least put the phone in your pocket while walking down the stairs or whatever? Like, why do you have it flashing? And then... Of course, and I'm not mad because I know this is a kids movie, but there was a whole family next to me, right next to me, and it was 2 grandparents, and they took their 5 grandchildren or whatever.
Oh God.
The smallest, youngest one right next to me, and she was the loudest in the theater, in the entire theater. She was the loudest kid, and again.
Where'd you go?
MJR.
Okay.
Chesterfield.
Ooh.
Again, I'm not mad or anything, but I kind of feel... I'm more mad at, the parents. Can you guys shush your kids?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's the parents' fault.
It's the parents' fault. Tell them to be quiet. There was one part where... And I'm not dissing on the kid or anything, where she was like, go Bo Peep! Go Bo Peep! Full loud, right? Now, if it was 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, even 5 times... I would have been like, okay, whatever. It was a straight 1.5 to 2 minutes of go Bo Peep, go Bo Peep. And I'm like, can you tell your grandchild to calm down? Please, mother? Mm-hmm. You know?
Dude.
I was more annoyed with the parents. Can you guys, tell them to shush? And they did it a couple times, but for other times they didn't. So that really, at least for the beginning of the movie, it was, I had to really... focus on the movie. It was really hard.
Man, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that movie felt 4 hours long because of that.
Yeah.
Because of all these kids, making noise, shouting, and I was like...
Well, it sounds like you need to go you need to see it again, but,
I
need
do.
to go,
At first, I gotta be real with you, for the first, 20 minutes, I was like, I'm not into this movie. And I knew it wasn't even the movie's fault. It was just, I'm like, oh, you know. And again, I knew what I was going into, and I'm not mad. But this is probably why I don't watch a lot of animated films, is because I don't want to watch them in the theater because of that reason. And then when they come out on DVD, I just never really have the time to just go out of my way to watch it. Yeah. You know? So that's probably why I don't watch a lot of animated movies.
Yeah, so me personally, if that would have happened, I would have just walked out of the theater and just asked for my money back. Hey, this is outrageous.
No, it was I'll take that dude sleeping in White Boy Rick
any day
of the week over what I...
Well, at least he was sleeping during a bad, not great movie.
Exactly. But again, I'm not mad at the kids. I'm not yelling at kids. I don't mind kids in the theater with a kids movie. It's not like I was watching the fucking re-release of Casablanca. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. It's a Toy Story 4, so of course there's kids going to be in there, and I have no problem with that at all. Mm-hmm. So it was just hard for me to get into the movie.
Gotcha.
That being said, I did get into the movie and I loved it.
Yeah, okay, there we go. I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was so good, wasn't it?
Yeah, whoa. Dude, from the beginning of the movie, when they did, like, the 9 years prior thing.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm totally into this.
Yeah,
I had
me
a
too.
huge smile on my face. It was like a part of me was, like, awoken.
Can we talk about the animation, dude?
The animation was awesome.
It's so good.
Like we said when we were doing the trailer talk, like, you can see the textures. Like,
yes.
Oh, man, and they look great.
And what's great, too, and I think Coco really revolutionized this as well.
Oh, you're going to talk about
the lighting?
The chandelier scene?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so good.
I was about to say that, too.
Not even just that, though, but just the way lighting... Because when you look at the earlier Toy Stories, a lot of the lighting is just ambient. Like, everything is just kind of lit evenly.
Yeah.
There's, like, lighting... There's dynamic lighting in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, the parts... There's shadow. There's parts that don't hit the toys. There's...
Yeah.
You know, the lighting really matches the environment.
Yeah, and that's totally something Coco did when they worked on individual light sources, and then with every added source, it completely changed the whole scene, the whole frame. Yeah. Yeah,
so the animation is gorgeous. There are some parts when, like, a human or a toy is not in it and it's just, like, an object or, like, an establishing shot. I thought it was real. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Oh, like, there's a frame at the beginning of the movie when it's, like, under the car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that is really good looking.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's very... wow, that was super cinematic.
It is, dude. You're just so attached to the characters and you love them, dude.
Yes.
And when they announced this film, you're like, do we need a Toy Story 4?
Dude, you're literally just copying my review, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's
my God.
Did
you read my Letterboxd?
No, I didn't. But, okay, maybe I'll differ from you. It's like, is this movie necessary? It's like, it probably isn't necessary, but damn, it's great still.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a perfect trilogy, really. But having a fourth one, you're playing with fire. But they pulled it off, though. So it's like, is it a needed movie? Probably not. But I'm glad we got it.
Yeah, I think there's some reasons to have this movie.
Okay.
And one of them being like free will. I mean, at the beginning of the movie, that was kind of like there, which was kind of cool. And then like really just like the identity of a toy and like what that toy means with Forky. Dude, Forky really adds to the mythos in my opinion.
He does. And this movie is really like existential in a way.
They always are, though.
Yeah, I know. And it's like there's so much maturity in these films. They're so mature and the themes are so great. And it's like these films are almost made for adults and this is a rated G movie. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. It's so good.
Yeah, it's so pure. Mm-hmm. It's just it's amazing. Mm-hmm. And so the new characters were pretty good too. Yeah. I wish that I saw more of the soldiers with the high fives.
Oh yeah, those are great.
So good.
Dude, there are some the new characters that come in, they all have like their time to shine. Yeah. And there's just little moments, you're right, like the high five, and when he high fives two of them, and the third one's just like...
He's like waiting for a high five.
It's
like,
so
oh
great.
My God.
It's so great. Just little gags like that is what really separates it. And there were a couple moments in this movie where I actually did laugh out loud.
Yeah, do Plush Rush.
The Plush Rush was hilarious.
Me and my brother were in tears.
Yeah. Especially, like, not to spoil it, the third plan they had... Where it's like super drawn out.
Yeah, that's the one. That's Plush Rush.
That one got me.
Dude, the bathtub.
Oh, it's so good. And then like the rise in the moonlight. I was like, that's so good. I was like, that's so good.
Oh my God.
Also, the Howdy Doody dolls were pretty hilarious too. My mom was really laughing at that part. Mm-hmm. That is so funny. Oh, dude.
Oh man. So, yeah. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing really, like, major in your face that's like, like a flaw for me. Uh-huh. There's, like, personal gripes here and there.
I kind of have a flaw.
Okay.
If you want me to elaborate.
Yeah, hit me with it.
There's so many new characters, and I love all of them.
Abundance of the characters, that's what I was going to say.
There's so many characters that a lot of the characters that you have come to know and love get sidelined.
That was one of the things that I said.
Even Buzz, which is real surprising.
Yeah,
he gets sidelined a little bit.
I thought he was gonna get the shaft almost halfway through this movie, and he's not even gonna have an arc, nothing. And then they brought him. I'm like, okay, fine, okay.
Yeah, yeah. He doesn't get the shaft to someone as much as Jesse. Jesse really gets the shaft, but
or the potato heads.
I think the potato heads only had one line this entire movie. Yep. And it was just Mr. Potato Head. I don't think Mrs. Potato Head even has a line. So there is a lot of characters, and I know they have to balance it, but a lot of the older characters kind of get shafted, So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, that was totally one of the things that I noticed. And then another thing, for just me personally, is just the way that they presented the choices, every time they would just come at the most inconvenient times, just they worked so hard for this goal, and then it's oh, you're just gonna throw that away. You said this was the most important thing in your life, and you're just gonna throw it you're just wasting time. It's it happened 3 times in a row at the end of the movie. I'm like, come on.
I think that adds to the theme though.
Yeah, I know.
Of the movie. And but yeah, even though some of the characters get sidelined, this is definitely more of a Woody movie than anything. This is definitely Woody's movie, and but dude,
because Woody's the best character.
Because he's fantastic.
He is selfless.
Well, it was funny because in Stardust they had a poll. They're who's the better character, Buzz or Woody? And I couldn't even answer it. I was I don't know.
Nah, I'm
going Woody. I love both though.
The things that he does behind the scenes, makes him the most important to us.
He cares so much about the kids. He loves them so much, and he's so loyal to them.
Yes.
That he'll even sacrifice his own happiness for the benefit of the kid.
Yeah. But then he kind of gets a little greedy because he needs Forky to sacrifice his existence for that too.
Yeah, that's true.
You weren't a toy, but now you are.
Yeah.
And it's wow. I mean, that's pretty heavy stuff right there.
It is.
But it's so good.
It is so good. And let's talk about the quote unquote villain, the antagonist. I really liked her arc. Me too. I really liked her as a villain, I guess. For lack of a better word, you could say.
More so than Prospector, because I think there's more depth to the character.
Yeah. This character, first of all, she's really funny, and I love her design and stuff like that. Especially when she's doing the thing in the mirror and stuff, and I'm this is so good. But that's also, there's a lot of life lessons that go along with her arc as well. She has this one goal. And her life goal is to do this thing, and then let's just say that it ends up very differently than expected. So
yeah. That's most of this movie.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, dude.
There was a split diopter shot with her.
Yeah? I didn't see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I need to recheck it. But yeah, dude.
It's probably when the kid was yelling.
Yeah, probably. But dude, it's such a fantastic movie, and yes, I did tear up and cry.
I was gonna. But listen to this.
Yeah.
My brother comes in, hits me, ruins the moment.
Really?
He just leans over and he's like, dude, I can't wait to see the Bo Peep hentai. I'm
come on! Come on,
He's
Colin.
like, she's dummy thick. I'm like, come on, I hate you.
Colin.
I can't have this moment.
Colin, dude, why?
So no, I didn't get that.
I teared up multiple times.
Yeah, there was.
I teared up multiple times. And especially the end.
Woo!
I was like, are they actually doing this? I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, do they have the balls to actually do this? And they did. They did. I was like, no way. They did it.
That was a really good ending.
It was. And I teared up for sure. Holy crap. That was so good. So good. 2019 has been a shit year for movies, man. And
those 3 big movies, dude.
Yeah, dude. And this is my number 2 of the year right now. Yeah. It's so good. So good.
And I'm gonna give it a high 9.
I gave this video a 5 out of 5. It was just too good. All my little gripes about characters getting sidelined, I just...
so insignificant.
It's so insignificant.
To your own happiness.
Exactly. So I was like, I had such a good time with the actual movie, not the experience, but with the movie. I'm like, I gotta give this a 5.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I'm so glad that we were on the same page.
Oh yeah. I was going to kind of troll you a little bit and be like, text you up and be like, did you see Toy Story 4? Because I have a lot to say. Yeah. As a joke. Yeah. And then just talk about the actual experience. But, no.
Well, we still had a lot to say.
Yeah, still had a lot to say.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so good.
Yes. So.
It's so good. Do you think this is the last one though? Like the last one?
No. Yeah. Of course.
It has to be, right?
If they touch this again, I'll be pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, I get their philosophy. Like, we treat every one of these movies like it's the last one, but like, treat this one like the last one.
Yeah. Like,
and just don't touch it again.
This is the epilogue, dude. Like, this really is the epilogue, and you can't touch it.
No more.
Yeah.
I'm done with it.
Yeah. Duke Kaboom. Yes, I Canada.
Yes. Dude, Keanu Reeves.
Did you know that, like, when they enter that, like, little club for toys or whatever, like, the toy that answers it is actually Pixar's first animation ever. Like, the Tintin, I think it's called.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was the first ever Pixar animation. A little Easter egg for you.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that was something else that I was going to bring up. They didn't have a short.
They didn't, no.
That was like one of the first times they've never done a short, because it always sweeps in the short animation category.
Yeah. Nope, they didn't do it.
What's this world coming to?
I don't know, man. I'm grateful. I'm grateful though. Anything to make that experience shorter. I was like, and again, this is not a testament to the quality of the movie, but I was like, when is this movie going to end? Please end soon, just so I could get out of there.
Yeah.
I was just like, please.
No, I feel you.
Mm-hmm. But the movie itself was fantastic, and I'm sure the kids loved it. There was a huge applause at the end of it, so
yeah.
I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. So, yeah.